is our nature, actually, to daydream, to focus on ourselves, to understand the oneness of life that we are, that the great I am. And we forget that and get conditioned that it is not like that, and to not look after the truth, because then it will be even more punished. So it's the conditioning through punishing, to not seek after the truth and to forget even our truth. Because we love to daydream. We love to focus on ourselves. We love to be kind. We love to not be competitive, but to enjoy that what we're doing for what it is. No need to beat someone else. This is just distracting from the moment. And there we have another thing, being in the moment. That is our nature. That is our nature. But we get taught, hey, you gotta do that. You have to think about that. You have to worry. You have to worry. And so it's also our nature to expand, of course. And I have to do that. I have to go a little bit like that, or, well, you see, this is a conditioning a little bit, but not a bad one. I get a camera where I can do whatever I want. And so imagine that. Every time we do something, it is actually an expansion, because life is expansion, that is joy. Why should we ever go back? You know? Don't ever look back, because you've grown. And when you look back, you will feel pain, because it will make you smaller, contract the energy, and you've become already more. Don't look back in guilt. Look in the future with eagerness, because that is where you're moving, that is what you're attracting, however you want to see it. So, but when we are expanding, actually, when we're doing something, we would expand. But what when we're not allowed to expand? What when every expansion is annoying someone because they have, also self-worth issues, or I mean, that is every issue. Fear issue, which is also the same. Fear creates low self-worth. Then we think of, okay, how can I do something but not grow? Isn't that paradox? You do something, but you don't grow. Everything you do actually makes you bigger. Feels good? Feels right? Cool if yes, cool if no. But to me, yes. So, but we learned to not always be in joy, to not always be in expansion, because expansion feels good. But to do the stuff that does not feel good, which energetically means that we are actually, by doing that, getting smaller. So we have two conditionings. The first one is, okay, I want to do something that I like, but I don't, but I shall not be great, because when I'm great, other people are jealous. So, why are we doing that? While we're singing, while we're running, or we're doing something that makes us feel strong and powerful, we're making us small. How do we do that? Of course, energetically, but our body is energy. So our body is also an energetic body of us. Everything is the same, and we contract everything. We contract, for example, our chest. Maybe we do this. Yeah. We start to breathe less. This makes us smaller. Not taking in so much. Not. In a way, breathing out is also expansion, of course, because you're getting rid of. You're connecting again with existence, and you're getting rid of toxins. Or you're making your body like this, non-geometrical. Also a lower energy. Curves your spine. Or you're doing like this. Doing the head forward. In evolutionary theory, this means you surrender yourself in a kind of competition, fighty way to the other person. So when you're really friendly, yeah, or when you feel proud, you may do like this. Look at how contradicting that is. You know, you're doing this, but you're doing this. You see? We see that this is not authentic. This, the head backwards, and there we see that the spine actually is designed that way, that the chest is going a little bit forward. It's the forward curve, and the throat also, and the head is going is then curving a little bit back. Yeah. So when we do that, boom, it's good. So, but when we want to expand and at the same time are afraid to expand, we do these little things, like putting the head in front. You know some people who do that? Who get a compliment and say, thanks. I don't want to make fun of them. But this means that they grow a little bit inside and then they make themselves smaller again to not get attacked. And this makes pain here in the neck area, huh? Oh my gosh. It's hard to show all these things because it is painful. You see? When you feel neck pain, do you show your chest? Are you proud? If you can, straighten up. If you cannot, because you were in that position for too long, do movements who loosen that up, that area, and eat alkaline stuff, fruits, good fruits, and you will feel boom, 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 herbs, boom, 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 getting conscious, getting really softer and more expanded, and you can go back into that position. I can't go in the perfect position right now, but it's so interesting to find out what is actually your perfect spinal curvature and position. Really interesting to find that out. So yeah, we learned that to make us smaller there, exactly, out of fear of jealousy. When we feel proud and expand, we make us smaller actually. So then we think the action that brought us joy was exhausting and well, in a sense, we paid with energy. to feel that joy. Again, this idea that when you expand, there is this imaginary border line where if the energy goes beyond that, expands beyond that, it's not anymore our energy. So we lost it. But that's not reality. Reality is that we are afraid of expanding out of conditioning. So we make ourselves smaller while we are feeling joy in the other area. So sometimes we stop breathing, and then just we get conscious of that, and we start to sing and breathe and feel great, and then you feel, wow, it gets big, and then singing actually gives you energy. Expansion, is getting bigger, and when you sing, you actually have to expand your chest, and you are the music. It's not that you push out of you the energy, the sound. No. You let it flow and create symmetry here, space, a room where it resonates and creates the energy, and you get actually more energy by that, because you expand, because you connect more with existence, more with the energy of existence, of all that is. The second thing is, how we're taught that doing makes us lose energy, is we're made to do stuff that actually does not make fun. Isn't fun. In German, we say it makes fun. So, what is actually something that is not fun? It is something that makes you less, creates you less of energy. Not bad, but in that moment, a little bit less. So, for example, sitting on a chair, writing on a tiny table. It makes you smaller. You have to really, really strangely adjust your spine to somehow deal with a rectangular chair. Why are chairs rectangular? Is there any rectangular angle in nature? I have to look at that. I think no. I think it's always spirals. And what is our spine? It's a spiral. Our body is made out of spirals. Here's a spiral, right side, left side, and in the middle, I think there's also a spiral. But definitely there is curvature and not a rectangle. Not 90 degrees. So we're made to do these things that actually make us smaller, and they feel bad because they actually make us smaller. They contract, they confine. Is that a word? Compromise. They a little bit put us into a state of where we just want to, I want to get out, you know. Remember the days when it was sunny outside and it was green and the birds were singing, and it was green and the birds were singing, but you were the teachers were keen for you to be clinging to your seat and the table. it felt bad because outside would be more energy, inside less energy. Probably no air, all these things. And while we're at that, all the conditionings, we also have braces. Braces! Brace yourself, because what we'll say about braces will not be embracing. So, my jaw, my lower jaw, I had huge, terrible teeth problems. I had this crazy thing that my lower jaw was too small, which maybe was true, but where does that come from? Because I had, my whole spine was not nurturing this part. I was also myopic. Also some other stuff that I will talk another time of. So what they did, here's less energy, yeah? So what do? They pull this energy this way. So what happens actually here in that area is less energy or less matter, how you want to say. It all is actually the same, I think, in various stages. So then it really is hard to keep the head up, and you're going like this, and then you want to adjust that, and you put your breast part of the spine like this, and so it all is contracted. So again, actually this should be like this, this should be also like this, and the head like that. But if this is too small, it's harder. You want to go like this with your head to relax a little bit. And then if it's even more, you go like this, Then you push your chest up, and it's all contracted. Braces are contracting to our body. So let me see, we had chairs, braces, there is something else. Yeah, there's something else. Yeah, I think that's it. So out of jealousy, we make ourselves smaller when we have fun, and we're actually taught that doing stuff that does not make fun is the normal doing. So doing always actually is a losing of energy, but actually doing something that is not fun because it is losing energy. Bing!